Eagles had a big win against the Bears on Sunday, and now their focus is a rematch against the Saints Sunday on Fox. In their first meeting back in November, Philly was blown out 48-7. To pour more salt in the wound in the fourth quarter of that game, Alvin Kamara caught a 37-yard touchdown pass on fourth down when the game was already out of hand. Eagles tackle Jason Peters remembers that game very well. Let's hear what he had to say.
We felt disgusted. We didn't play well at all. They ran up the score, and we won them again. We got them again. This time, hey, we coming. It's definitely not going to be the same outcome.
Okay, Shannon, do you like him saying this?
I love it. I have no problem with it. You just need to be careful what you wish for. Skip, you remember in 96, the Jags came in us as, upstart team, and they beat us. 97, they win their game. They won. They get to come back to us. Mike tells us in Monday meeting, it was told to him, then it was announced that they were going to be coming to play us. Everybody screamed with excitement. We got them again, huh? Same thing going to happen. There ain't nobody business, Jenny, but it was 42-17, and we had 310 yards rushing with 5 touchdowns. Be careful what you wish for. Because you coming, they coming too. Now, I've always believed that it's easier to beat a team that beat you the second time around because you're going to make more of the adjustments than the other team. The other team is looking at the success we had. It's like, why would we change? Like you said, Skip, with Seattle, they had success all year running the football, doing things their way. So why would they get in there? So a team that won the game, Drew Brees threw for 300-plus yards, had 4 or 5 touchdowns, why would he change anything? Where Philly comes in, nothing went right. That's why you got 48 hung on you, and you only had 7.
Yep.
In a game of this magnitude, once you get to the playoff, Skip, whatever your motivation is, maybe someone says something to you, maybe you don't like the team colors, maybe you don't like their fans. Whatever motivation you can find that's going to get you to go out there and play at your absolute best level, by all means, use it. I got no problem with it. Jason Peters is a man of his word. Hey, he said, we coming. I trust him that they're coming. But you best believe that's now, you thought that building was loud the last time you went down there? When they come out, the roof is going to come up off the dome.
It will. I got you. So, Jason Peters can talk right now because he's been backing it up.
Yeah.
He backed it up against Khalil Mack on Sunday. I thought he did an extraordinary job.
He did an unbelievable job.
He neutralized it.
He did.
He kept him from doing any serious damage to Nick Foles, who, remember, came in with bruised or cracked ribs. I'm pretty sure he had to take some kind of a pain-killing injection.
Well, it should be healthy because he didn't get hit on him last week.
He did not get hit. So Jason Peters is now speaking from a position of strength. He could also look back and think, well, we went in there with the equivalent of a toy pistol the first time.
There you go, Skip, man. I'm not going to let you do that, Skip. I know where you're going, Skip. I know what you're trying to do.
Now they're going in heavily armed.
Am
I right?
No,
heavily armed. Because they got a real quarterback. They got the hottest quarterback in pro football. They got a guy who just keeps winning big stage, tough, high-stakes playoff games.
Why you got to do that?
Named Nick Foles. Saint Nick. There's no more Saint Nick in Tuscaloosa.
Yes,
He's Ain't Nick.
I want to know why you keep on taking shots at Carson.
Saint Nick is in Philadelphia, right?
Why you do that?
They got a shrine in the locker room to Saint Nick Foles. And
he
don't
have a statue.
Jason Peters feels empowered to speak up and speak out and write a big check that his team needs to go cash because his team is going in with a very different mindset and a very different style of play than they had the first time.
Right.
Now, you always say this to me, and this is the truth about that play. Okay, so that play in question came very early in the fourth quarter. 13:22 left in the football game, and it's 38-7 Saints, and it's pretty much decided at that point, right? So it gets to 4th and 6 at the 37-yard line, and they throw a pass. And it goes to Kamara, and it gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, again, you've always instructed me that if you don't like it, you could just stop it.
Yeah,
right?
you could stop it.
You could just stop it.
Yeah.
You could cover it. You could rush. You could knock Drew Brees down. You could do a lot of things to abort this play.
Yeah.
And they did not.
Sean Payton's job is not to keep the score down.
No.
That's what your defensive coordinator, that's what he gets paid to do.
Okay. So that made it 45-7, and then Carson Wentz got the ball back, and they immediately stalled. They went for it on 4th and 1, and he missed Alshon throwing it to him, and all of a sudden they got to give the ball up, and here came Drew Brees again, and they move it all the way down to 4th and goal at the 1-yard line, and they could have tried to go for it again. And Sean Payton sort of called off the dogs, if you will, and he kicked a field goal. And that made it the final score of 48-7. Then Carson Wentz threw an interception, and Carson Wentz then threw another interception. So it's just going worse and worse and worse for Philadelphia. So they contributed to
They didn't really run the score up. They could have really run the score.
Really run it.
Yes.
Because they, given his second and third interceptions in the fourth quarter, this could have gotten to 50 easily.
Right. Because remember, Skip, the week before they had scored 51 on Cincinnati.
Okay.
And they scored on every possession except the last one when they had the kneel down.
Okay.
So it looks like this was headed for that too.
It was headed for that. And yet, with 5:28 left in the fourth quarter, Drew Brees was pulled from the football game and Teddy Bridgewater was inserted. Right. And Teddy Bridgewater from 5:28 on did not throw a single pass. Yeah, so they just kept running.
So theoretically,
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's like a borderline run it up. It was run it up on 4th and 6, but you got to just play football.
I can see where Jason would think they were running it up because they were scoring so quick. I mean, they had 48 points, Skip, with 12 minutes left in the fourth. So I can see why he was think they were running it up because they're scoring basically every time they touch the football.
Okay.
You go 3 and out, they score.
Okay.
You go 3 and out, they score.
All right.
You go 6 plays, they score. How's that running it up? What your defense? Don't y'all play y'all guys in Philly? Y'all pay Michael Bennett and Malcolm Jenkins. Y'all pay those guys. Okay, why is it my job to keep the score down when you guys thinking it up?
Okay, all right. So is Jason Peters out of line to say this? No.
Do I like it?
Position of strength? Yes, because his new quarterback, who did not play in this game, has done extraordinary things because Jason Peters knows that his new quarterback actually faced Drew Brees in a 2013 playoff game.
And took the L.
Well, he didn't. He did all his part because with 4 minutes left, he hit Zach Ertz for the go-ahead touchdown.
No, we don't separate. We don't separate, Skip, here. You see what he tried to do, Jitty? He tried to do it again, Jitty.
It took Drew Brees going against the defense, driving it down, eating the rest of the clock for a walk-off Shane Graham field goal that won the game. I think it was 24-23.
You know what, Skip? I will give you credit, though.
Yeah.
You ride with them quarterbacks because you will separate them. You like he went head-to-head and, because normally what you do, you like to lump it in, especially when they lose. But I'll give you credit because you normally only reserve that for Tom Brady.
But see, LeBron...
You only reserve that for Tom Brady.
LeBron gets to play defense, but Nick Foles can't go defend Drew Brees on that final long drive that killed the rest of the clock, right?
Well, he had every opportunity instead of going 3 and out on like 6 of those possessions.
Okay, but he put his team ahead by a point.
Okay, now Drew
with
Brees,
4 minutes left in the football game. Pretty big
now
stage.
it's Drew's turn to go down there and put his team ahead.
So he did, but did Nick Foles wilt under the pressure? He did not.
No.
And then last year, Jason Peters wasn't even playing last year, but he got to see what happened.
You keep saying Nick Foles didn't wilt under the pressure. They got him up out of there for some reason. Now, you still won't tell me the reason why they moved on for him. You won't tell me the reason why Andy Reid say, nah, we good.
Well, he did throw 27 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions that year. Is that good?
Hold on. Oh, and the thing in sports, we update resumes here. You don't get to rest on that.
I don't know what was going on. I can't speak. Mistakes get made in this league all the time.
Okay, then.
So, I don't know. You help me out here because last year I saw him beat Atlanta, and then I saw him beat the #1 defense from Minnesota.
I ain't see nothing.
And then I saw him beat Brady and Belichick.
Oh, we saw that. Oh, yeah, we saw that.
And then,
I hate the juicy Lucy.
Sunday, I saw him go beat the #1 scoring defense in all of pro football in Chicago.
That was
a heck of a game.
Yeah.
So Jason Peters feels empowered now that he can speak up, speak out, and say, we're going to go in there and right the wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody came to Minnesota came to my restaurant and ate all my Juicy Lucy's.
Really?
Yep.
Who was that?
L's and Juicy Lucy's.
Who?
Really?
He splurged a little bit. Yeah, he wasn't drinking that old green juice.
Really?
And ooh, this is fire here. This is the bomb.
Oh, I think I know where he's going with this.
Pliability.
It ain't no ply nothing.
Pliability.
It ain't no ply nothing, Skip Bayless. You need to stop.
Tom Brady has lots of abilities, but his key is pliability.
When you get old, everything just like you just get loose.
Yeah. Dude,
Okay.
that's not how it works.
That is.
It goes the other way.
Yeah, you still.
Only I was as committed as both of you guys and Tom Brady to study.
Oh, you're not committed at all, Jenny.
Okay, I'm working
Jenny was eating
on
ice cream.
2019.
She was eating ice cream last week and donuts.
How do you
That's
know
none of my
this?
business. That's none of my business. I don't even know why I brought that up, Jenny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, since you brought that up, now I want to bring up something that kept you up last night.
Okay.
St. Nick and Alabama
do we have to
last
talk
night.
about that
We're
again?
gonna
Oh, we
talk
going
about
there,
it
Jenny?
again.
We going there, Jenny? Okay.
You asked for it, you got it.